Your skills will pay your bills. It's very important to remember this beautiful quote in this point of time. Those who have selected computer science as your optional subject, so you will be bagging a lot of skills by the end of this year if you are learning the subject completely. My dear students, I'm Kaushik, lecturer in Department of Computer Science, Vidyashram Pre-University College. I will be explaining the complete syllabus, question paper pattern and the weightage in this particular subject in today's session. Moving on to the next slide. So this is the prescribed textbook that all of you should have one copy with you. So I suggest, I recommend all of you should develop the habit of reading the textbook line by line. Sir, why should we read this textbook when we have many materials, when we have many notes? My dear students, you will have a lot of knowledge in this textbook. Don't read for the sake of marks, read for the sake of knowledge. If you have knowledge, automatically the marks will follow you. So moving on to the next thing, a big salute to the people, those who have designed this syllabus for the second PUC computer science students. You need to understand the beauty of the syllabus first of all. My dear students, first chapter that you are going to study in this subject is typical configuration of computer system. Sir, what will I understand in this chapter if you ask me? You will understand the basic components of the computer system as well as the motherboard. Whatever the different components that you have in the computer, you will be having a fair enough idea in this first chapter. The second chapter that you will be studying is Boolean algebra. So in this Boolean algebra, so you will be getting the idea about how well I can represent my expression, how well I can solve my expression with a limited number of time and with a limited number of resource is what you will be studying in this Boolean algebra. So you understood we have a typical configuration of computer system. That is the first chapter. You will be understanding the physical components of the computer in that chapter. The second one is Boolean algebra. So you will have a lot of expressions and the formulas which will help me to simplify my expressions. That is the second chapter. Third one, so I have the expression, how can I execute in my system? So with the help of logic gates, I will be explaining or I will be executing the expressions. So that is the importance of logic gates. That is the third chapter that you have, which you will be studying. What is the fourth one that I have? So that is data structure. Very important concept, my dear students, you need to remember. So data structure will help you to store the data in efficient way without wasting the memory. You will be learning how best you can save the memory by storing the data in an efficient way is what you will be learning. So you have understood the configuration, that is physical components, and the second one you understood the expression, how I can deal with the expression, how I can save the memory. Third one you understood. So with the help of logic gates, I will be able to execute my expressions or the jobs. And the fourth one is data structure, which will give you a fair enough idea about how best, how efficiently I will be saving my memory. So all these things I'm equipped. Though the next thing, an important thing that I will be learning is C++. So what is that I will be learning? A C++ syllabus, what you have in your prescribed syllabus, which will give you a fair enough idea to become a good programmer in C++ programming language. Why do I need the programming language? Yes, to get the job done from the computer, I need the programming language. So in this prescribed syllabus, I will be learning the programming language called C++. Then after that, I know the programming language now. So I need to save the data, whatever I have generated now. So don't get confused. So here data structure will give you what is the best way to store the data. But here it will, in the database, will tell you how do you store the data. You got the fair idea. Hope I'm very clear on this particular point of time with respect to the database. Database is a place where you store the data. So this is what you will be learning in the database concept. And the next one, so till now, till this database concept, I'm not dealing with multiple computers. I'm executing my task in single computer, let us assume. Okay, now I want to communicate, I want to compute with multiple computers. How it is possible? So for that, they are introducing a concept called networks. Networks will be dealing with the interconnection of computer. So that is what you will be learning. So after this concept. So now I am into the network. So network in the sense I have different connected systems. I need to get into the internet now. So how do I get into the internet concept? So for that also I have the next topic, that is web designing. So this chapter, this topic will give you the importance of web designing. So this is the complete overview. If you ask me what is that, I will get to know, or what is that, I will learn in the second PUC computer science. So this will be the complete overview of your complete computer science second PUC. Moving on to the next. My dear students, as you all know, your computer science has got two parts. One is theory as well as practical. Now I will be discussing the blueprint of the theory part. So you will have to write the theory for 70 marks. I will be explaining how are you going to get this 70 marks. Let's look into it. So guys, so totally your syllabus is going to get divided into 4 units. The first unit is A, second one is B, third one is C, and the fourth one is D. So the first unit has got a weightage of 31 marks, and the second unit has got the weightage of 39 marks, and the third unit has got a weightage of 18 marks, and the last unit has got a weightage of 17 marks. So out of this 4 units, if you ask me, sir, which is the important unit that I should refer? Everything. No, except the front page of the textbook and except the last page of the textbook, rest everything is very, very important. And I remember, stay tuned with my videos. I will be giving you 3 capsules, which is a beautifully structured, strategized capsules to all of you, which will help you to score centum, and which will also help you to score first class, and also which will help you to pass the subject very easily. Okay, so as of now I will be just discussing the blueprint of this. So I think I'm clear with the blueprint. So total you will have to attend for 70 marks. Hope I'm clear with the blueprint of theory. Okay, let me discuss in detail with respect to the chapter. The first chapter that you have is typical configuration of computer system. So in this chapter, the first one is like you'll be expecting, or you'll be getting 1 mark 1 question, and you'll be getting 3 mark 1 question. This chapter completely deals with the physical components of a computer. Moving on to the next chapter. So the second one is Boolean algebra. In this chapter, you'll be getting 2 marks 2 question and 5 mark 1 question. Total 9 marks you will be getting. So in this chapter you will be getting a fair enough idea about the K-map simplification and different laws, and you will also learn about the basic logic gates. Moving on to the third chapter, very, very important chapter, beautiful chapter. So that is logic gates. In this chapter, you can expect 1 marks 1 question and 3 marks 1 question. Total 4 marks from this chapter. So you'll be getting a fair enough idea about the different logic gates that you have. Moving on to the next chapter, a very, very important chapter, my dear students, that is data structure. So you will be getting 1 1-mark question, and you will be getting 1 3-mark question and 2 5-mark question in this chapter. So total weightage of this chapter is 14 marks. Remember, if you just read this one single chapter thoroughly, you'll be able to get 14 marks. So what is that I'll be getting in this chapter? So you'll be getting how you will be dealing with the stacks, queues, linked list, all those different types of data structures that you have. So that is what you will be learning in this chapter. The next chapter is review of C++, which is covered in the first PUC. It has got no weightage. So but I suggest all of you just have a brush up with the concepts whatever you have in this chapter. In this chapter, that is concepts of OOP, you will be getting 1 2 marks question, and you will be getting 1 5 marks question. In total, you will be getting 7 marks in this chapter. Moving on, Moving on to the next chapter, chapter number 7. Okay, so classes and objects. In this chapter, you will be learning, or you will be getting 1 marks 1 question, and you will have 1 5 marks question. What is that I will learn in this chapter? So you will get the fair idea about the classes and object. You will have fair idea about what? Classes and object. How do I create class? How do I deal with objects? How many different types of functions I have? All those things you will be learning. Okay, and the next one is function overloading in this chapter. So you will have 1 5 marks question. You can expect 1 5 marks question in this chapter, and then moving on to the next chapter, that is constructor and destructor. You can expect 2 marks 1 question, and then 5 marks 1 question. Total weightage will be 7. And moving on to the next one, inheritance, 1 5 marks question. You can expect it's very easy. So you will be learning different types of inheritance. What is inheritance? All those things in this chapter. And the next one is pointer. In this chapter, you will be learning, or you will be getting 1 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. The total weightage of this chapter will be 4. Moving on to the next one, file handling, that is data file handling. So in this chapter, so you will have 1 2 marks question and 1 3 marks question. Total weightage of this chapter is 5. So what is that I will be learning in this chapter? So you will be understanding the different types of files, different operations of files, how to deal with files is what you will be able to understand in this chapter. Moving on to the next one, database concepts. Very important chapter for the guys, those who wants to score centum. You cannot skip this chapter at all. Why? Because you will have the question in all the sections. So you will have 1 question from 1 mark, you will have 1 question from 2 mark, 1 question from 3 mark, and 1 question from 5 marks. Total 11 marks from this chapter you can score, my dear students. So this chapter will give you the fair idea about what is data, what is database, how do I store the data, how do I retrieve the data. All those things which is related to the data you will be learning in this chapter. The next one, you have SQL commands. SQL commands is one of the important chapter. So you will get 2 marks 1 question, and you will get 5 marks 1 question. Total 7 marks you will be getting in this chapter. What is that I will be learning? If you ask me, how do I retrieve the data from the database, is what I will be learning in this SQL. Moving on to the next one, I have networking concepts. So in this networking concepts, I will be getting 2 questions of 1 mark and 1 question of 2 mark and 1 question of 5 mark. Total I will be getting 9 marks from this chapter. Very important chapter if you ask me. Sir, what is that I will learn? Again the same question. All the different network devices, all the different topologies, all the different layers of OSI reference model. A lot of important topics are there, very beautiful and interesting topics that you will be learning in this concept or in this chapter. Moving on to the next one, internet and open source concept. In this chapter you will have 1 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. The total weightage of this chapter will be 4. The next one is web designing. Suppose if you want to become a freelancer, if you want to design your own website, this is the chapter that I will suggest all of you. So you will get 1 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. Total weightage of this chapter is 4, but you will learn a lot in this chapter which will help you to understand what is HTML, what is web designing. All those things you will be learning in this particular chapter. Okay, moving on to the next one. Guys, it is also very important for all of you to know how exactly that I can score 30 on 30 in my lab practicals. It's very easy to score 30 on 30 in the lab practicals. I will tell you the strategy for this. You have 3 sections in the lab practicals. That is section A. Section A contains C++ and data structure programs. So how many programs I have? So I have 16 programs. How many programs I have? I have 16 programs. All the programs is mandatory. You need to read all the programs. Okay. So then I have section B and section C. In the section B, I have SQL programs. How many SQL programs I have? I have 4 programs. And what is the section C? I have section C. I will be learning HTML. I have 2 programs in the section C. You need to understand the strategy now. I have 16 programs in the C++ and the data structure, which is mandatory. I should learn all the programs. One question from this section A is mandatory. One question will come for sure. One more question, it can come from SQL or it can come from HTML. You can expect any one question from any one of this section. It can be from B or it can be from C. Am I being clear? Suppose if you are able to answer all these 2 questions, for example, you will get one C++ or data structure program, or you will be getting one SQL or HTML program. So you should be able to answer these 2 programs. Along with this, how is my 30 marks getting splitted? So your marks will be splitted with section A plus section B or C plus record marks. You have the marks for your practical records also. Along with that, you will have your Viva marks. So put together, so you will be scoring 30. So you will be getting 30 out of this 30. Am I being clear? So please be very careful to score this 30. Scoring 30 is very easy. You just have to put little effort is what I would like to say. Moving on to the next one that I have. So the last part for this session is question paper pattern. It's very important to understand the question paper pattern. I have 4 different parts in my question paper. There is part A, B, C and D. Let me understand properly. Okay, so I have 10 questions in the part A. Each question carry 1 mark, so I'll be getting 10 marks. If I attend all 1 mark question, I should get 10 marks. The second one is part B. In this one, I have 5 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. Each question carries how much? 2 marks. So I'll be getting again 10 marks. So total 20 now. So again I have part C. In this part C, my dear students, I have 5 questions again. So 5 into 3 is 15. 5 into 3 is 15. I'll be able to score 15 marks. And then lastly, I have part D. I have to attend 7 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. That is 35. You can ask me, sir, will I have only these many questions? Will I not have any options? No, you have the options. I will discuss that in detail. So part A, you will not have any options. You will have to attend 10 questions. But part B, you will get 8 questions. Out of 8 questions, you should be able to attend 5 questions. So you have got 3 option questions. In the second one, you will have part C. So in this part C also you will have 8 questions. You should be able to attend only 5 questions. Lastly, very important, part D. In this part D also you will have 11 questions. Out of 11 questions, you should be able to attend 7 questions. Okay, if you attend all these questions, you will be able to get 70 on 70. But I suggest, if you are a sincere student, if you really love the subject, if you want to become a centum achiever, attend all the extra questions that you have got. Now, I will come to the important part of the session. Guys, I will be making one more video for all of you. In that video, I will be giving you 3 capsules. Each capsules will be very helpful and it is strategized. What is that capsule, sir? Suppose, how do I become a centum achiever? For you guys, I have a capsule with me. Sir, some of you will say, ayo, just pass agbitre saku sir. No. For you guys also, I have a capsule. Some of you will say, sir, first class banbitre saku sir. No. For you also, I have a capsule. Sir, what is this capsule? I have some set of strategies how you can do the smart work instead of doing the hard work. If you follow these strategies, you will be easily getting no centum first class and you can pass. My dear students, I'll be discussing each and every chapter in the prescribed textbook. subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Hope you liked it.